Hello everyone, welcome back to Part-2 and welcome to the second part of human respiratory system. So if you haven't watched the first part, I recommend you quickly going back, watch the first part, or maybe if you have watched, quickly revise the things we have learned earlier and then come back to this video. So yes, in this video, we will move our journey from the conducting zone where until now the gas exchange hasn't happened to the respiratory zone. And before I start narrating that story to you, I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Aditi Goyal. I am a final year MBBS student at RUHS CMS Jaipur. I have been teaching biology and mentoring NEET students from past 5 years. Alright, so now let's talk about the respiratory zone. So, after all the preparation, the air reaches the respiratory zone, and the respiratory zone is my alveoli. Yes, the thin sac walled structures where the gas exchange take place, and also their ducts. So, alveoli are very thin, irregularly walled, and vascularized. Vascularized means they have their own blood supply bag like structures. You know what, guys? Being thin walled is extremely important. That allows for that gas exchange. So, their function is that yes, they are the site of actual diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide between our blood and the atmospheric air. Alright, so alveoli are extremely important. Now, what is the mechanism of inspiration? What do I mean by inspiration? Inspiration means taking in, taking the air inside your body. So the principle is always remember in the whole nature, air always moves from higher pressure to the lower pressure, right? So in order for air to move from outside atmosphere inside my body, my lungs need to have a lower pressure than outer atmospheric pressure. So how does my body reduce its pressure? Basically my diaphragm contracts and it moves down. Also, my intercostal muscles between the ribs, they lift the ribs up. As a result, when I'm increasing the space, the volume increases. And you always remember from the Boyle's law, pressure and volume follow an inverse relationship. So as the volume increases, the pressure decreases. And as we know, atmosphere has higher pressure, the air rushes in inside your lungs. Wow, that is so interesting. Now, let's talk then about the mechanics of expiration. How does that happen? Now, my lungs ought to have a higher pressure than the atmospheric pressure so that the air moves out of my lungs. So, now what happens is the volume that we had increased so vigorously, now my body starts reducing it. So, the diaphragm, which had contracted during the phase of inspiration, relaxes and arches up. Intercostal muscles, the muscles between the ribs, relax and ribs return to the normal position. So as a result, the volume decreases and the pressure increases. And as my lungs pressure becomes higher than the atmospheric pressure, the air is expelled out. So you see, these are some respiratory volumes that you really need to know about. The first one is tidal volume. Tidal volume is the volume of air in your lungs during the normal breathing. Normal breathing consists of inspiration and expiration. Normal tidal volume is 500 ml. Then, if you inspire very forcibly, like so, I can accommodate more air into my lungs. So, that is reserve, something you do not have on normal basis. That can go up to 2500 to 3000 ml. Now, I expire also around 500 ml. But if I put extra force, so I expire also more, and that expiratory reserve is 1100, 1000 to 1100 ml. All right, now I understand these respiratory volumes, ma'am. I know, and this is very interesting all throughout. That biology you find so boring is actually so interesting. So, if you are looking for an interesting complete study solution like this, you definitely need to check out Pathshala. They offer one-on-one live classes, instant doubt solving, and premium study materials that cover all the grades and all the boards. It's basically like having a personal tutor in your pocket. To get started, just download the link in the description box, search for the subject you want to learn, and they will connect you with the best teachers in the country. Seriously, go check it out. Link is right there in the comment section and the description. So yes, please subscribe to the Patshala channel. Please like, share and comment, drop down your doubts so that we can connect better next time, and I will be coming soon with the part 3 and 4 of this video. All the best guys, keep studying.